then I'll start stripping. Hey guys, today is day 54. So let's see what today holds. I want two, I want one. Stamp on muslin fabric. Okay, let me get my stuff and we will get started. All right, I've got my muslin fabric. I've got Stays On Black and Stays On Timber Brown ink pads. And I have stamps out of my stamp bins that I will be using. If you ask me where I got these, I'm going to tell you that I don't remember. They came from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Scrapbook Superstore. Based on these and where I got them from out of my bin, I'm going to say these came from the Scrapbook Superstore because I've had these a long time. And like I've said before, I've shopped there a long time ago when I lived in Gatlinburg, and I got a lot of stamps there because they had a clearance center. I'm going to, I think what I want is strips, but I'm going to just do a big piece first, then tear it into strips, because that way I don't have to worry about filling a strip. I just fill a larger section, and as I strip it, it will either show all of it or part of a stamp, and it doesn't really matter to me whether I get a whole butterfly or a half a butterfly or a partial. I think it'll be really pretty. So let me get my fabric laid out and get the size I want to work on, and we'll get started. I tore a strip this wide at this end. It's narrower at the other end, and it is about a yard long. I don't know if I'm going to fill the whole thing. Probably not. I'm probably just going to fill until I'm tired of stamping, and which probably won't take long. So after I fill as much as I want to fill, I will stop and cut off the bottom part. Then I'll start stripping it. I've got my black ink and my brown ink out, so I'm just going to start stamping. This ink pad is not the juiciest anymore, so who knows what it's going to do on fabric. So I'm just going to put it down and press as hard as I can sitting, and keep going. Sometimes the stamp will be upside down too. So this is going to take a little time. So I'm going to go off camera to do the rest. I think I like the brown ink better, although it's very similar, but it has a more vintage look to it. So I probably will stick to the brown from now on. Here's where we're at. I went ahead and did this whole piece. I did some overlapping here, but later on I didn't overlap. I just left spaces. And in the spaces that I left, I'm going to take these little stamps here, and I can tell you I got these at Hobby Lobby, I'm pretty sure. If not, they're Michael's. And I'm going to fill in with these smaller stamps. I filled in a bunch of little spaces. Now the last thing I'm going to do is any space that I think needs a little something, I'm just going to take this little distress stamp. It's actually text, but it came in a distress set that's no longer available, so I can't give you any names on that. And I'm just going to fill in wherever I think I need a little something. Okay, let me put this up and then we'll get to ripping. Here's the deli sheets that I put the stamping on, and then when I put excess paint down, you know, let's say pretend that paint got blotched all over there, then you can use your stamp and rip it up into little pieces and get little chunks of it. It's cute that way. Okay, so now what I want to do, so I'm going to take my selve edge. It's the edge that they finish off. This is folded in, so I didn't stamp any of it. That's okay. And I'm going to snip different size strips. So let's say I want a larger strip down here. I'll do that. And a smaller one. And then just wherever it lands. Okay. And then I'm going to rip it. Okay, so let me finish ripping these and then we'll come back and look at them. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just take some of these tags and I'm just wrapping the strips around there just to hold them in place so I have access to them when I want them. And I've got 2 wrapped already on here, and I thought I'd show you before I wrap another one what they look like. Hopefully you can see. So anytime I'm creating something and I just want a little piece of something extra, I have these I can pull from. And all I'm doing is just wrapping them around the card like this. There's lots of strings. They don't bother me. I'm pulling off the biggest ones because they're getting in my way, but in general, I don't mind the strings. I actually like them. Most of the time, I save the strings in my fabric box, and then when I want to make a bird's nest or something, I'll use the strings that are in there to make my little bird nest. Okay? Then you could, if you wanted to, you could add some jute, tie jute around it, make a bow, put a little ribbon in the top, and it'd kind of be cute. You could use it just like that. So there's a big one here. This is the biggest one. I wanted one that was large, and some of the stamp impressions, like this one is the whole stamp. This one's not. This one's not. But you get bits and pieces, and it's really pretty that way. So I'm going to finish wrapping these and then I'll come back. Alrighty, I went ahead and tied these up on the tags because I thought they were just cute that way. Also, there's some scraps here that when you have fabric cut, usually the cut is not straight. So to get a straight cut, you have to, or to get a straight tear, you have to clip off a little bit, tear it. The first tear will be crooked and then the next tears should be straight after that. And so this one was the edge of the fabric, and where it was originally torn, or maybe where it was finished off in the factory, I don't know, but anyway, it was very crooked, so you can see that's how it wound up. And so I'm going to stick this in my fabric bin just for having to play with. And then I've got a little piece of scrap here. And I could have taken this and cut pieces and then tied it around here. That'd be cute, or made my little ribbon up here out of that, but I like the jute. Okay, so today we played with stamping on muslin fabric. I'll see you tomorrow for prompt number 55. Hope you have a great afternoon or evening or morning or whatever it is. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.